Here we are with John Hecker, racing at a CAMS meeting on his BSA. Tell me a bit about your bike, John.
It's a 1956 BSA Gold Star 350cc, and I owned it 30 odd years ago, and then last year I bought it back again for about 5 times the price.
How did that work?
Yeah, the value of them goes up,
yeah.
The old bike. And I rode it at the Wigram meeting, and then that was the Wigram meeting years ago, 30 odd years ago, and then we had a Wigram revival in November, and I rode it then, and I bought it back and rode it then, and it's here. I'm out here today to support the CAMS Club, which is classic action motorcycle sport. And I've come out for a bit of a run, and I've done a practice of 4 laps, a race of 6 laps with some hotter bikes and hotter riders, and then another race of 4 laps, and I'm pretty knackered. So I'm in my 81st year, so age doesn't matter. I come out here to be part of the scene and to meet the younger riders, and I think I don't get in their road if you hold your line when you're riding, and I go reasonably quick, so for my age and that, so that's okay, but they respect you and they give you plenty of room too, the good riders.
So being a young 81, do you get a head start? Do they give you any sort of, do they open up that door and say, no, John, you can cruise through? Is that sort of...
They put you at the back so you can keep out of the way. But, what happens there, I'm pretty good off the start line, so you can pass some of them and that winds them up, but they don't even give you a reduction in the entry fee. So if they gave me a reduction in the entry fee,
you'd be out here more.
Yeah, that would be something, and yeah, it's good. And the young guys, I do the stewarding for Canterbury and that, and it's quite a shock for some of them to see you out actually riding the bike.
Yeah, mate, I mean, for me, knowing you as one of our top stewards in the Canterbury region, and then to see you back in leathers, it's pretty awe-inspiring, to be honest, and it's great to see. Because
the leathers of, as you can see by the colouring, there's the first edition, then the next edition.
Oh, mate, but that's what's all good about it.
Yeah, sort of looked like I was down at Timaru a couple of years ago, and they called me old Happy Feet. Remember the penguin that fell off the ship and got lost or something? Yeah. Well, they were calling me Happy Feet, so that was but no, it's good, and the bike's good, and yeah, people are good. You got young chaps here, 15, 16 upwards, and you've got another one, Brian here, he's in his 80s too. So they go from there down, and we all mix together.
So with the classic racing, would you contemplate going further afield with your classic racing, like doing the Hampton Downs or over to Phillip Island?
We're a bit outclassed there. There's a lot of chaps call themselves old at 40 and 45, so they're the hot rodders that are running, and I chased a couple today, which was a bit of a surprise to me, but I hung on to them, and then it developed a bit of a miss. But I'm always aware that when I go into a corner, to throttle off a bit, otherwise if I go down, it'll be months before I ever can walk properly again. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Everyone wants to keep it shiny side up. Yeah, totally agree. I've got to remember that I've got to have a few drinks, a few Jim Beams after the meeting.
I must owe you a few too, actually.
Oh well, I'll take that. Anything. The girls don't worry me now. Yeah. The girls are, that's gone by the board. Yeah. So, but I can drink. So anyone that's got a Jim Beam
wants a drinking buddy, you're the man.
Yeah. Putting on the weight and the teeth are missing,
So with the history of the bike, is it an expensive thing to maintain your classic bike? Is it?
No, it's no more expensive than the other ones, but unless you've got a few good friends that help you, Well, we grew up in this era, and we know how to do them, look after them. And they're actually a bit of a pain because you take a Japanese bike, a modern bike, there's no maintenance. You come out, go racing home, take it home, all you do is clean it. Here you've got to go right over them, they shake like the devil and nuts and bolts fall off them. And when the motor, Liam McGregor, he helps me with the motor, so we do that and that's it. So yeah, it's good. There is a bit of maintenance on them, but you grow up. I've got a son that lives in Adelaide and he's 45 odd now, and he rode this at Wigram. And then, you know, years ago I had a Manx Norton and that, and sold them. He didn't want them, he wanted these Hondas and stuff, which shook me. But now...
He wished he had.
He wants this. He said, when you fall off the perch, he says, that's coming over to Aussie. He said, I'm going to put that in the lounge, which is fair enough.
Right.
So that's lined up for him to put in his lounge.
So I also hear in the garage you're building up a little wee TQ, is it?
Midget.
A little wee midget.
Yeah, it sort of went up. I raced on the Speedway a few years ago and that. Done all stupid things, which is great. And I bought the midget and I've done it up. And I don't know whether I'll continue with that. It was a good project to keep me occupied. You've got to have toys. You know, and toys are for boys, so you've got to have toys. Always have toys. And, so I've done that up, and that's it. But the bikes are interesting, you know.
So you also, as you commented before, you're an MNZ steward. What grade steward are you there?
That's 4.
Grade 4. So what got you involved doing that?
Because of the attitude of some of the other stewards, stewards are a pain in the butt. You know, my opinion is that the riders are the most important people, not the stewards. So we've reversed that a bit, and motorcycling in Canterbury's been very good, you know. Wendy and Dennis Charlotte and all those guys, Jeff Kane and all them, really good. It's a real family club, and any young kid that wants to join, we have training for them too. You know, they can come in 13 or 14 and we've got bikes and supply the bikes and we look after them and they come up, you know. And okay, once you get up higher, it's an expensive sport. But any sport's expensive now. And it's a good thing to hold the kids together, you know.
Oh, look, I totally agree. I'm pretty inspired by how many families and attend a race event, and also how many father-sons race, and that's what our sport's about, is bringing the family together and keeping it together. And I think you did right. Motorcycle Canterbury do an amazing job at making it very welcoming.
Yeah, it's really, really good, you know. And as a steward, I don't have any problems. Talk to the riders as though they're human beings, and that's the thing. You know, a few years ago, the riders were the bottom of the heap. They're the ones that are paying the price, entry fees, and keeping it going, you know. So that attitude has all changed, and the generation from kiddies up come right into the racing.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, John, mate, hope you have a good race of the race day. I know you're racing against my good buddy Jeff Kelly, and I think, are you beating him?
I gave him a fright. He's only half my age.
I know, but mate, keep it.
That's the control thing there. You twist that. And when you get to my age, you learn how it goes both ways. So you throttle off a bit.
Excellent. Okay, John, here you go. Thanks, mate.
Thanks
really appreciate
very much,
it.
Dean.
Cheers, bud.
Pleasure.